Whew, let's go. Once upon a time, in a world filled with change, color began to divide, humans began getting caged, oil became a demand for those rich to become richer, the less started to take a stand for the poor who became poorer. Lives became useless as needs became objects. They became fluids that churned to cash products. Wars are all that's written in our books. We speak of deaths and genocides as if we have overlooked such hatred and violence towards our own people. With brains, hearts, and lungs, we became unable to love one another because of our color, religion, or race. We claim to defend our own countries by creating war in other places, innocent faces being killed every day by a gun, the same object that has killed those who went to school to learn to have fun, to build themselves a future in a place where they are seen as young and incapable. They wanted to prove to society that education is important and we should all have a right. Instead, school became another threat added on to another fight. Fun was ripped away from their souls, from their names. We took away these innocent lives because society has caged us, has faced us with boundaries, ideologies of who we are. Politicians seem to care more about their freedoms outside the stars, outside their own land, outside their own nation. Somehow their freedom was found in all these all around the world locations where weapons of mass destruction were. But they returned with empty hands. Instead of fighting for freedom, they used guns to destroy another land. Spent hundreds and billions on weapons to bring themselves peace by using their taxes to fight battles outside their own cities. So when they began to taste war, to taste violence in these borders, the politicians that fight for their freedom are no longer in order. These students are the future. Lose them and you lose all. Think of one time where a gun has ever solved a problem. An eye for an eye, is this what we have become? We are harming our own society by solving it with guns. They can't access weed, lottery tickets, or booze. But how strange is it that a 19-year-old can manage to shoot up a school, manage to get his hands on a weapon of war? You want to ban these guns? You don't want to ban these guns? At least put some kind of law. At least make them available in a way that is safe for all. What if it is your child's school that was shot up on the news? You see a face of your daughter or son as victim number 22. It's not until it happens to us do we start to give a damn. Although I might not be in their situation, I am still here to support, to take a stand. This is a battle we must support. Not another life should be lost. Whether it be in the Middle East or in the United States, our lives should never be at cost. We should never have to fear of losing our lives to a gun. We are meant to live and grow old and die watching the sun, not sitting in a class learning math, physics, or chemistry, thinking one last year to go when the next day would never even be seen. Here's to the voices of the youth, the students in the States. Keep your voices heard loud and proud. Fight for your country the right way. We stand behind and beside you until you hit the home. We march for your lives. You are not alone. Thank you.